Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Point for Point Podcast. And whoa, what do we have here? Luka Dončić traded. Is it a surprise or was it a compromise? Well, we're definitely going to give our input on this situation. Nico Harrison up on the board. You are either my man, the smartest man on earth, or you're going to be the laughing stock for the next 100 years in the NBA. This trade shocked a lot of people, but here at Point for Point Podcast, it didn't come as a huge surprise. The only thing that surprised us over here is that it took place in the middle of the night, which is probably why the Lakers jumped on it so fast before having time to think. Now, we're looking at these things from several different perspectives. Okay, from several different perspectives. And as we're going to go over this situation and this trade and give our input in on it, it should only take us 10 minutes. Okay, it should only take us 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, we're going to add the clock. Okay, because that's what we do around here. Okay, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I want to welcome everybody to the Point for Point Podcast. We're around here. If you say things and it makes sense, it adds up to points, which is why it's called Point for Point Podcast. So we're going to get this clock rolling and we're going to get to talking. Ladies and gentlemen, Luka Dončić traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. Was it a good trade? Was it a good trade? Who won the trade? Make sure you guys leave your comments below because this trade could actually go in either direction. Now, we're going to give you some interesting perspectives that nobody else has given you on some of these other podcasts and some of this other coverages. We haven't heard it yet on what we're going to tell you tonight. This could have been a lemon selection for the Los Angeles Lakers. Yellow may not be the only color they may be wearing. Okay, they could have picked up a lemon. In order for somebody to make this kind of trade, it would have drawn all kinds of suspicion from me personally, especially in the middle of the night. I would have had to have taken my time. I know I wouldn't have wanted them to shop him around before I could have gotten to him first. But if you call me in the middle of the night, you want something desperately. Okay, you specifically called me. So I know that there's something that I have that you want, okay? And that want and that need that you had, it was for one Anthony Davis, who has come up with a nickname called Street Clothes. I mean, when you get a nickname like that, man, you want to try your best to get away from something like that. You know what I mean? I know Luka Dončić has his injury problems, his injury issues, but when you have found yourself acquiring a name like Street Clothes, you putting yourself in a situation where, man, the next place for you is retirement. Okay? So let's just get down to this, right? I'm going to tell you guys something that I haven't heard from anybody really. Nobody's been talking about this, what we're about to say right now. We see something different that is going on. Some of the things are similar, but we see a few different things, a few different perspectives when it comes down to why would Luka Dončić be traded at 25 years old? Okay. The only thing that I can say, okay, right off of the bat, is that when a team trades you at 25 years old, okay, and you have somebody over there like Jason Kidd who's been around a very long time, an Olympian. He's played a lot of basketball. He's seen a lot of different talent in the league. You can best believe that this conversation and this move wasn't just made at the spur of the moment. It happened in the middle of the night, but I bet Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd have been talking about it for weeks, possibly months. Why? Because they seen something in Luka Dončić that they didn't like personally. Yes, people, I'm telling you that it was something about his personal habits that they really didn't like. They love Luka Dončić, the basketball player, but they dislike Luka Dončić, the person. I believe that it was something about him personally that none of them liked. Okay. And when I say none of them, I'm not just talking about Jason Kidd and Nico Harrison. Okay. Mind you, whatever he was doing, right? Allegedly, right? They say he likes his beers and he likes his hookah. Okay. Those type of things can take a 25-year-old and he could be looking 45 years old within a year or two if he continues that kind of lifestyle on the basketball court. Okay. Those type of things right there are detrimental to your longevity in the NBA if you continue to do things like that. You can't smoke and drink your way through the NBA. Jason Kidd knows that. Jason Kidd knows that, and I'm pretty sure Nico Harrison knows that also. Okay, so if he has a habit like that they don't think that he's has the capability of stopping, then they're looking at paying him $345 million max deal, the highest paid NBA player in history. They looked at him and said, oh no, he may not make it another 4 years in this league if he continues down that road. That's a point for me. He may not be able to make it another 2 to 3 years living that kind of lifestyle. Now, I want y'all to check this out, right? This is why it's very important for you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel and leave your comments below, because we're always going to tell you something that, most times you didn't hear anywhere else. Let me tell you, when I said they didn't like him personally, I wasn't just talking about Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd possibly not liking his personal habits off the basketball court, but I'm also talking about one Kyrie Irving. Ooh, that's a point for me. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all remember what Kyrie Irving was doing in Boston? Do y'all remember what Kyrie Irving was doing in Brooklyn prior to games? Kyrie Irving was running around those arenas burning sage. If y'all remember, right? See, this is the things that nobody are giving you. That's a point for me. There's nobody's giving you these things. Let me tell you something. Kyrie Irving was burning sage around the arenas prior to basketball games because he wanted to get rid of all negative vibes, negative energy, and any type of negativity in general that had anything to do with him performing at a high level on the basketball court. There was players complaining because he was burning so much sage around there. Kyrie Irving was burning demons out of the arena. Y'all forgot that? Let me tell y'all something. Imagine Kyrie Irving inside of the locker room and Luka Dončić is in there and he's just a 25-year-old party animal. And Kyrie Irving has reached the stage now where he's of a certain age right now. He's of a certain type of je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? He's reached a level now of maturity where he's doing things now. He's a family man. Kyrie has children, okay? He's a family man right now. And the only thing he wants to do right now is win a championship, right? And he knows what it takes to win that championship. And he's still trying to solidify himself and sustain himself without that LeBron James thing way back in the Cleveland days, okay? He's trying to win this championship. Oh, the James Harden, okay? Mind you, the Brooklyn when he was with the James Harden thing. Kyrie wants this championship, and he knows he doesn't have much time, and he's not going to waste any time watching somebody 25 years old party every night, okay, allegedly, and just not commit to what it takes to win a championship. Now, you guys got to think about this. This could turn ugly. You know how Kyrie can get, okay? Kyrie will go left on you in a minute if things are not right. Okay? Now, you could have been looking at a possible total implosion down there in Dallas, and you could have lost both of those players. Okay? You could have lost both of those players. They know that Kyrie is still playing good basketball right now, and they want to try to win now. But they need a commitment from both players. Now, if you allegedly got Luka Dončić running around there and smoking hookah and drinking beers and all that, you can best believe Kyrie sees it. So when I say them, and I'm saying them not liking him personally, you got to understand that management wouldn't go and do something like that to Kyrie. Okay, knowing what Kyrie is capable of without giving him some type of insight. I believe that they all knew that this was a possibility. The only people that didn't know was the rest of the NBA and the Dallas Maverick fans. And then other NBA fans also, but they probably just didn't care because it's not their team, so why would they care? So I'm just telling you guys, you got to look at this thing, man. You got to look at this thing with wide eyes. Luka Dončić may not have been liked by that front office personally. They may have loved his talent and what he brought to him on the court. But off the court, he could have been, it's a possibility they may not have liked anything that he was doing off of the court. When somebody gets rid of you at 25 years old and you're an icon and you're an international superstar, I mean, how could they really like me that much personally to get rid of me before my max deal and send me to Los Angeles? They don't even send me to the East Coast. They send me right to the West Coast in the same conference. I mean, just think about it for a minute, guys. Listen, guys, if you guys came here and you enjoyed this information, listen, all I want to do is I just want to ask you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing a lot of this. We look forward to seeing what the comments have to say about this trade. And this Luka Dončić trade didn't come as a surprise to us. Okay? Not over here. Because as we said, what were they going to do? Were they really coming out of the West with Denver over there and Joker? Could they really put up that kind of fight with the team that they have right now, and you expect them to take Denver out? I don't think Denver's ready to relinquish the West right now to anybody, let alone the Dallas Mavericks. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate y'all for joining me on this episode. And I want to ask you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to the channel once more. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. That was our 10 minutes. As you can see, the clock has struck 0. I look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode of Point for Point Podcast. And until then, God bless and have a good night.